Miss Mary Mac in a coat of jet black slacks skipped along the garden path, singing right around the raft. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel, down on her knees. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Tiger stuck and moving slow. Guard his tail, don't let him go. Pop goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer as Mary spun without a fear. She leapt up high and kicked the pier. Pop goes the weasel, loud and clear.
Miss Mary Mac in a coat of jet black slacks skipped along the garden path, singing ring around the raft. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel down on her knees. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Pop goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer as Mary spun without a fear. She leapt up high and kicked the pier. Pop goes the weasel, loud and clear. Round and round the circle spins with dizzy heads and giant grins. Ashes, ashes, the race begins. Pop goes the weasel, nobody wins. Great big gobs of gruesome stew, eyeballs rolling sticky goo, monkey toes and feathers too. Pop goes the weasel right out of view.
Miss Mary Mac in a coat of jet black slacks skipped along the garden path, singing ring around the raft. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel, down on her knees. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Pop goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer as Mary spun without a fear. She leapt up high and kicked the pier. Pop goes the weasel, loud and clear. Round and round the circle spins with dizzy heads and giant grins. Ashes, ashes, the race begins. Pop goes the weasel, nobody wins. Great big gobs of gruesome stew, eyeballs rolling sticky goo, monkey toes and feathers too. Pop goes the weasel, right out of view. Miss Mary Mac in a coat of jet black slack skipped along the garden path, singing ring around the raft. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel, down on her knees. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer as Mary spun without a fear. She leapt up high and kicked the pier. Goes the weasel, loud and clear. Round and round the circle spins, with dizzy heads and giant grins. Ashes, ashes, the race begins. Goes the weasel, nobody wins. Great big gobs of gruesome stew, eyeballs rolling sticky goo, monkey toes and feathers too. Goes the weasel, right out of view. Miss Mary Mac, in a coat of jet black slack, skipped along the garden path, singing ring around the rath. But just as she began to wheeze, goes the weasel down on her knees. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer as Mary spun without a fear. She leapt up high and kicked the pier. Goes the weasel, loud and clear. Round and round the circle spins, with dizzy heads and giant grins. Ashes, ashes, the race begins. Goes the weasel, nobody wins. Great big gobs of gruesome stew, eyeballs rolling sticky goo, monkey toes and feathers too. Goes the weasel, right out of view.
Miss Mary Mac, in a coat of jet black slack, skipped along the garden path, singing ring around the raft. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel down on her knees. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Pop goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer as Mary spun without a fear. She leapt up high and kicked the pier. Pop goes the weasel, loud and clear. Round and round the circle spins, with dizzy heads and giant grins. Ashes, ashes, the race begins. Pop goes the weasel, nobody wins. Great big gobs of gruesome stew, eyeballs rolling sticky goo, monkey toes and feathers too. Pop goes the weasel, right out of view.
Miss Spaghetti Mac, all dressed in black, went down by the bank so breezy, singing ring around the rosy, with silver buttons down her back. She skipped those stones and went crack, and when the frogs jumped from bank to banky, pop goes the weasel. Eeny, meeny, miny, moo, catch a tiger at the zoo. If he roars, let him go, or toss him to the weasel show. Round and round the tiger spun, singing ashes, ashes, this is fun. The tiger sneezed and lost his flow. Pop goes the weasel. Down by the banks it was getting hazy, where the monkey jumped acting crazy. With a leap, a hop, and a big kerplop, he sang ring around the rosy as he did a flop. Ashes, ashes, the monkey cried, as he swung from tree to tree with pride. But then he slipped and let out a shout. Pop goes the weasel.
Great big gobs of gopher guts mixed with dirty monkey nuts. French fry eyeballs rolling down, ring around the rosy, what a clown. As the stew began to bubble, all and pop, Mary Mac yelled, "Let's make it stop!" But with a splatter and a funny plop, pop goes the weasel. Round and round the game we go, playing with frogs and tigers in tow. With every leap, we all fall down, laughing ashes, ashes all over town. But as the fun comes to an end, the weasel pops up once again. No more frogs or gophers now, but still we hear somehow, somehow, pop goes the weasel. Miss Mickey Mac, 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 all dressed in black, black, black. Went down by the bank so breezy, singing ring around the rosy. With silver buttons down her back, back, back. She skipped them stones that went crack, crack, crack. And when the frogs jumped from bank to banky, pop goes the weasel. Eeny, meeny, miny, moo, catch a tiger at the zoo. If he roars, let him go, or toss him to the weasel show. Round and round the tiger spun, singing ashes, ashes, this is fun. The tiger sneezed and lost his flow, pop goes the weasel. Down by the banks it was getting hazy, where the monkey jumped, acting crazy with a leap, a hop and a big flop. He sang ring around the rosy as he did a flop. Ashes, ashes, the monkey cried as he swung from tree to tree with pride. But then he slipped and let out a shout, pop goes the weasel. Great big gobs of gopher guts mixed with dirty monkey nuts. French fried eyeballs rolling down, ring around the rosy, what a clown. As the stew began to bubble and pop, Mary Mac yelled, "Let's make it stop!" But with a splatter and a funny plop, pop goes the weasel. Round and round the game we go, playing with frogs and tigers in tow. With every leap we all fall down, laughing ashes, ashes all over town. But as the fun comes to an end, the weasel pops up once again. No more frogs or gophers now, but still we hear somehow, somehow, pop goes the weasel. Now I'm rockin' Gucci, but after all that cheese, gotta drop the dookie. Flexing in the booth, yeah, I'm spicy and hot. But if you ain't shitting, then get off the pot. Stomach on twist, feel the rumble down low. Made a quick stop, now the water gotta flow. Gucci on my feet, but I'm sitting on the seat. No cap, even queens gotta handle the heat. Yeah, I'm spicy, but even spice gotta poop. Crown on my head while I'm dealing with the scoop. Flushing on these haters, I'll be clearing the spot. If you ain't shitting, then get off the pot. Talking all that crap, but you ain't dropping none. I'm the queen of the throne, and I already won. Sliding to the stall, gotta handle my biz. Moving through the shit like I'm running the quiz. Got my drip on point, yeah, I'm fancy with the fit. But the stomach on blast, had to drop that shit. Playing with the paper, but I ain't talking sacks. Yeah, I wipe it clean, got no time for the crap. Yeah, I'm spicy, but even spice gotta poop. Crown on my head while I'm dealing with the scoop. Pushing on these haters, I'll be clearing the spot. If you ain't shitting, then get off the pot.
Alright, so now we're going to go to Microsoft Clipchamp. Create with Video with AI. What is the title of your video? I forget. It is Street Poppin' Weasel.
Got my drip on point, yeah, I'm fancy with the fit, but the stomach on blast, had to drop that shit. Playing with the paper, but I ain't talking stacks. Yeah, I wipe it clean, got no time for the crap. Yeah, I'm spicy.
Then we're gonna go ahead and put all our saved videos in there all at once.
Pushing all these haters, I'll be clearing the spot. If you ain't shitting, then get off the pot.
Alright, that's from the last video. And also we have the, oh no, that is also, I think I still need to get the song then. So we're gonna go back to oh yeah, so we need the song, and that is on Suno, which is right here.
Came up from the bottom, now I'm rocking Gucci. But after all that cheese, gotta drop the dookie. Flexing in the booth, yeah, I'm spicy and hot. But if you ain't shitting, then get off the pot. Stomach on twist, rumble down low. Made a quick stop.
Whoops. Alright, it's this one. Download audio. I just usually keep everything in my downloads folder. There it is, Street Poppin' Weasel. We select Get Started. I'm going to allow it to choose for me. Portrait. We can test it out. And then I'm actually gonna, I prefer to edit it at this point, so I don't even look through the whole thing. Edit in timeline. So this is where you can make it your own. So this is the font. They've got the title up there already, but I kind of like that one they chose. Looks kind of weaselly, but just to show you, you want to pick a font that goes with your video. And I actually just used this background already, but that's okay because I also prefer full screen, even though the resolution will suffer, so it's your preference there. Now eventually the videos I'm sure will be a better resolution, but I just right click and do resize and then fill. And yes, I do go through and every single one. I think it's worth it. And I'm not necessarily going to go with these as the beginning, however, they get us to a certain place and then we can add our own. There's multiple layers on the timeline, so this is really, really great. For instance, you can just drag one of your upload videos up here. In fact, we'll go ahead and use this one. I think the tiger part doesn't go till later, but we can test this out. Oh yeah, and it matched my video, but I'm gonna go ahead and go to 1.1, and I want a 16:9 video, so I'm gonna go to this file this size. If you want full screen, you do this one, and then of course there's others.
Miss Mary.
Alright, so I definitely want to use this tiger, but that's later. I'm just gonna put it here.
Mac in a coat.
But right now we're just still talking about the weasel and Miss Mary Mac. There's the weasel. Alright, let's see what we got though.
Miss Mary Mac in a coat of jet black slacks.
So let's just put more Miss Mary Macs. But did I do her too much?
Miss Mary Mac in a.
Wait, that's the same one, my bad. Let's do a close-up of her.
Coat of jet black slacks. Along the garden path singing ring.
This one has text on it from my prompt, so I don't love that, but I like how the little weasel's coming after her.
Around the wrath.
But I'll probably get rid of it. Yeah, we'll do that now before I forget. Whoops. Alright.
Along the garden path singing ring around the. Black slacks skipped along the garden path singing ring around the wrath. But just as she began to wheeze. Up goes the weasel down on her knees. Mine.
One of the main things I look for when I'm editing is there's no like weird AI stuff,
Tiger stuff.
too many fingers, but it's not as bad as it used to, so I can, and I just, it's not, I know it's not perfect.
Grab his tail, don't.
Oops, that's the filter that it gave, the AI put on there, so we'll put it back.
Let him.
And the filter layer's right here, and you can go, that's basically the effects. There's some good effects, the filters, so that you can see it's on none. Oh, and I always do the closed captions, so transcribe and it auto does it. It's not always accurate, but it's quick.
Go pop.
And let's say we wanted a sing-along video, we can we'll leave the captions on, but if we don't want to see them, we can turn them off. And I like to pick an appropriate font for the type of caption. So let's see. Something weaselly. I like this one. And we do advanced. I'm going to do a thick. line, but actually the letter spacing is fine. Outline, yes. Shadow, yes. So I'm gonna turn that way up. And I'm gonna turn this one way up. Oh no, wait, that's the blur. Where's cancel? Oh yeah, okay, that's the shadow. Oops.
Goes the weasel with one big frog. Down by the river, frogs all cheer.
Alright, so this is where we want the frogs. I'm just gonna grab them from this side and put them on top. Oh, they're right up here.
Wheeze pop, goes the weasel down on her knees. Mining low, tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go.
Alright, so that one, the tiger, which we created together. And if this one, this layer back here are these.
Grab his tail, don't let it.
I'm gonna replay it and see where we're at.
Miss Mary Mac, in a coat of jet black slacks, skipped along the garden path, singing ring around the wreath. But just as she began to wheeze pop, goes the weasel down on her knees.
And if you need to fix the captions, you can edit it directly in here.
Mining low, tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Pop, goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer as Mary spun without a fear. She leapt up high and kicked the mining low, tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Pop, goes the
I don't know what's happening. Let's see. Buffering. I don't like this, actually. So let's see our options. I guess we'll, yeah, let's do the carnival game weasel. Oh, that's better.
Miss Mary Mac, in a coat of jet black slacks, skipped along the garden path, singing ring around the wreath.
There's a empty area here. this one. I'm not sure if we'll use it, but alright, let's put another carnival weasel here to fill in the space.
Stepped along the garden path, singing ring.
Alright,
Garden path, singing ring around the raft.
transition's a bit fast.
Along the garden path, singing ring around the raft. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel down on her knee.
I think this should just be quick. Yeah, when the weasel should just be quick. So let me see something.
Miss Mary Mac in a coat of jet black slacks stepped along the garden path, singing ring around the raft. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel down on her knees.
Oh, she's on her knees here. So let's.
Goes the weasel down on her knees. Wheeze, pop goes the weasel down on her. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel down on her knees. Mighty mo, tiger stalking, moving slow.
Let's actually put the orange tiger first, and then it'll move more into the surreal.
Tiger stalking, moving.
And I kind of like the way these overlap, but we might revisit that and some of this over here too.
Mighty mo, tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Pop goes the weasel with one big throw.
Alright, these guys don't go here at all. And we need another pop goes the weasel, so let's grab this guy and let's make it shorter too.
Goes the weasel with one big throw. Weasel with one big throw.
Pop goes the weasel with one big frog. Well, let's see if we can accommodate. Probably could have gotten more frog ones. Or did I? Oh, let's put him flying at the beginning. We'll alternate fly. Alright, hold on, let's take a look.
Miss Mary Mac in a coat of jet black slacks stepped along the garden path, singing ring around the raft. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel down on her knees. Mighty mo, tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail.
Alright, this looks a little messy. But let's see. Yeah, this is the first time you see the tiger, so he's creeping up on her. Perfect.
Stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Pop goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer.
Oh, we should probably put the frog area over there. I could also get more frogs. Alright, we might replace this later since it's a repeat.
And go pop, goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer as Mary's.
I'm just gonna remove this one. It doesn't fit there.
And go pop, goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer as Mary spun without a fear. She leapt up high and kicked the pier. Pop, goes the weasel loud and clear. Round and round the circle spins with dizzy heads and giant grins. Ashes, ashes, the race begins. Pop, goes the weasel, nobody wins.
But that's essentially it. Then you export it once it's all the way you want it. If you subscribe, you get 4K. Otherwise, free is 1080p, which is fine, especially considering the videos are a lower resolution. Oh, and then one of the effects too, because of that, the fillers, or effects. You can layer the effects, do multiple ones. Now here are the frogs.
It's Mary Mac in a coat of jet black slacks, skipped along the garden path, singing ring around the wreath. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel down on her knees. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, tiger stalking, moving slow. Stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Pop goes the weasel with one big throw. Don't let him go. Pop. Let him go. Pop goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer. One big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer. Here as Mary smiled without a fear, she leapt up high and kicked the fear. She leapt up high. And kicked the pier. Pop goes the weasel. Kick the pier. Pop goes the weasel, loud and clear. Round and round the circle spins with dizzy heads and
Alright, I don't remember that effect, but I don't like it for this.
out of fear, she leapt up high and kicked the pier. Pop goes the weasel, loud and clear.
Let's see let's speed him up if we can. Speed. Oh shit. Oh.
Here, pop goes the weasel.
A little fast. I can barely see it.
Here, pop goes the weasel, loud and
Alright, I gotta get rid of that effect. Oh, it's probably like down here.
and clear. Round and round the circle spins with dizzy heads and giant grins. Ashes. weasel nobody wins. Miss Mary Mac in a coat of jet black slacks skipped along the garden path singing ring around the wreath. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel down on her knees. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Pop goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer as Mary spun without a fear. She leapt up high and kicked the pier. Pop goes the weasel, loud and clear. Round and round the circle spins with dizzy heads and giant grins. Pop goes the weasel, loud and clear. Round and round. Pop goes. Without a fear, she leapt up high and kicked. Without a fear, she leapt up high and kicked the pier. Pop goes the weasel, loud and clear. Pier, pop goes the weasel, loud and clear. Round and round the round and round the circle spins with dizzy heads and giant grins. And grins. circle spins with dizzy heads and giant. Circle spins with dizzy heads and giant grins. Ashes, ashes, the race begins. Pop goes the weasel, no. Race begins. Pop.
The blur fill's a good one for these low res images. I was looking for that, but can I find it again? There it is.
Out of fear, she leapt up high and kicked the pier. Pop goes the weasel, loud and clear. Round and round the circle spins with dizzy heads and giant grins. Ashes, ashes, the race begins. Dizzy heads and giant grins. Ashes, ashes, the race begins. Pop goes the weasel, nobody wins. Stalking, moving slow.
Alright, we're gonna review it again.
Miss Mary Mac, in a coat of jet black slacks, stepped along the garden path, singing ring around her wreath. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel down on her knees. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Pop goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer as Mary spun without a fear. She leapt up high and kicked the pier. Pop goes the weasel, loud and clear. Round and round the circle spins with dizzy heads and giant grins. Ashes, giant grins. Ashes, ashes, the race begins. It's very mad.
Alright, so I need to get rid of that border, I think, for this. Wait, where is it?
Miss Mary Mac in a coat of jet black slacks, skipped along the garden path, singing ring around her wreath. But just as she began to wheeze, pop goes the weasel down on her knees. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, tiger stalking, moving slow. Grab his tail, don't let him go. Pop goes the weasel with one big throw. Down by the river, frogs all cheer as Mary spun without a fear. She leapt up high and kicked the pier. Pop goes the weasel, loud and clear. Round and round the circle spins with dizzy heads and giant grins.